Welcome back to Sea Time. It is way too hot in the garage right now, so we are going to be filming this video in the craft room. And we are talking about the USWE Handsfree kit. Why is this kit something you should get? If you're an enduro racer, I don't think that you need this kit because we have time to hydrate between tests. If you're a cross-country racer or a hard enduro racer and you need to be hands-free more often than not, I do believe the hands-free kit is going to be something that you should consider. What is the hands-free kit, you might ask? Good question. When you have a traditional USWE kit, you're gonna have a hose, you're gonna have a bladder, and you're gonna have some type of bag that you're gonna keep all of this stuff in. Now, what the hands-free kit does is it gives you a way to attach to that bladder with a coupler. And then that coupler is a nice little hose that velcros here into your helmet and then goes through the mouthpiece, the front part of your helmet, and creates a nice little dangle that can bobble in and out of your mouth. Don't worry, I'm gonna give you some awkward close-ups here in just a minute. The kit itself is pretty simple to worry about. There's a cheek pad in your helmet. You're gonna pull that out however you need to pull your cheek pad out. In this case, it's being extremely awesome and not going anywhere. Oh, it's because I'm holding it in. Okay, so you take your cheek pad out. Once you take your cheek pad out, you're gonna put a piece of Velcro in here. Now this Velcro does come. You got your sticky side and you got your, I'm gonna get stuck to this side. And then this mouthpiece. Now with this mouthpiece, what you're gonna do is you are actually just gonna pull that bad boy off and it comes out. So I just made a nice little small hole here in the front of my helmet to be able to pass that guy through anytime that I'm gonna do this. I only use this for cross-country races where I wanna be hands-free, but I can have easy, quick access to water. We always talk about it, everybody loves easy access. So then you just go ahead and put that little bite valve back on and you're good to go. This hose is an old hose that I have, and I have attached the coupler that comes to that kit. So now that snaps into place. Now there is actually a depression valve that's in there. So this needs to be nice and snug for it to be able to work. And then this is that attachment that you see that goes to your helmet. So when you get this kit, you get everything except for this secondary red hose. Personally, because I like to have an unattached and I used some safety wire to attach this on there a little bit better, I now like to have two separate hoses. You may want to do that. You may want to do that because you're going to cut this length. However, that's going to work out for you. But it's pretty simple. Again, to get set up, what we're going to do, pull off the bite valve. Figure out where you want this bad boy to go. And when you've got that figured out, once you've got the Velcro on there, you want to make sure that you have the hose where it kind of sits just underneath flush of your helmet. That way, when you put your cheek pad back on, it's just kind of sitting there right underneath that helmet. Pretty simple, right? And then you can choose to squirt this guy through there, however you're gonna wanna do that. Reattach the bite valve. And you are ready to rock. Now you can see that it kind of dangles in there a little bit. I'll put the helmet on here and show you. But what I like to do is keep it on the side of my face over here. I'll open my mouth, it'll pop into my mouth, I'll take a bite, and then I use my tongue to push it back out of the way. All of that is extremely sexual, and you're also welcome. Once we get this coupler on there, we can make sure that this runs down the back and into the bag. And so since it's gonna be attached here, what I like to do is I actually like to, when I have the bag on, I like to have a zip tie that holds that hose to that top part of the bag. Why do I do that? That keeps this hose down the center of my back, and that way when it comes out of the bag, it's not just flapping around and it doesn't have a chance to do that. And again, I don't zip tie that extremely tight. I just make it nice and loose so that it gives it a place to route versus a place to be held very snug. Everything we do on a dirt bike is very mobile, we're very agile, and we bounce and move around a lot. So having a super static spot like that, trying to hold that hose, is probably going to wind up pulling out on you at some point. The kit's not much. It's like 40 bucks. You can get it on the feed. You can get it on USWE.com. All of the different, I'm sure all of the different motorcycle websites out there are gonna have it. Just look for which one you can get the cheapest shipping, or maybe like a Labor Day sale or something like that, so you can save a little bit more money. Again, I don't think this is something that you would need for an enduro because of the fact that you don't have to worry about it between test sections, but it has been great to have for the small amount of cross-country racing that I do. If you guys use this, let me know how it's worked for you. Let me know what I might have left out. If there's a different type of brand that you guys like to use, let me know what that is in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed getting sea time, and if I don't get to see you on the trail, I'll at least see you here on the internet. Peace!